Hello again. Stavros here, continuing the league from yesterday. Yeah, as I said yesterday, the only change in the deck is just that one Living Wish change for one Sylvan Library. And we can just jump straight into the matches, I think. Yeah, we went 2-1 yesterday, which was very decent for the deck, I would say. That's above par, definitely. I think we had quite a bit of luck. In both our matches, and against Doomsday, we just got wrecked, as we would expect. So, yeah, Doomsday and Show and Tell, worst matchups by far. All right, we found one quickly. Let's see. Oh, it seems roughly full screen, but not really. That's a bit annoying. Okay, we won. We want to play first. I mean, it is interesting. We don't. I would have preferred one Mox Diamond to be anything else. But this has the tools to beat anything, so I can discard that one Mox Diamond to Smallpox, or I could go double Mox Diamond into Smallpox. I love those starts. Yeah, I'm keeping this. Do I start with Urborg? Whatever I start with doesn't really matter, I think, at the end of the day. So I'm going to start with Cabal Pit, so I don't run into the issue with giving my opponent black mana. And it's Doomsday, and they play Dark Rit, and they win. Yeah. Okay. I've passed to them. Let's see. Let's see what they start with. If we play our Smallpox, we can get rid of our Mox Diamond. I don't know if that bodes well or not. Probably not. Um, Life from the Loam is probably one of the best things we can find. I think I'm going to get rid of Wasteland, and then I just loam it back. Yeah. I'm taking a damage. That should be okay. And then I'll play the Wasteland and pass to them. So I'm still not playing Orborg. I'm keeping my cards close to my chest. They're still not casting anything, which is not the type of deck that I want to play against. Honestly, I want them to cast creatures. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to draw. What is it likely that they have? If there's something like Show and Tell or something like that, we're in trouble. They could play Oko next turn, I guess. I don't think. Could this be Doomsday? Nathan Lippett sounds really familiar, the name. I wish I remembered who it is. To me, it sounds like someone who was on a podcast or something like that. They seem pretty famous. Maybe they are playing Doomsday. I think I'm just going to pass without even playing land. I don't have any. I can play two spells next turn. I do not have any kind of. Yeah, I don't have anything that's more than a 4-drop, so I can definitely cast everything. I'm just passing to them. I wish I had something to put pressure. Like a Liliana would have been great. I would have cast it. I would have ticked up. Maybe I would have lost the game. You know, classic stuff. Classic stuff. Okay. Planes. Impulse. This to me looks like Show and Tell, but yeah, this I think really looks like Show and Tell. Oh, Teferi. I can't kill it, of course, on my opponent's turn, which is a shame. but I can kill it on my turn. Yeah, that's fair enough. Do they expect us, though, to have 2 Mox Diamonds? So did they try to counter the first one? Perhaps. I don't think so. Maybe. Yeah, they do. Oh, surprise! Surprise, we've got a second one. Oh, well. Oh, oh, wow. That's aggressive stuff, right? That is some pretty aggressive stuff. I mean, yeah. So now what we can do is do that. And then I think I might press the advantage here. All we need is a green land to get back online, right? So if I do press the advantage, I know they have a planeswalker, but the planeswalker doesn't really do anything for 3 turns. For 1, 2, yeah, maybe for 3 turns, right? So if I press the advantage here, maybe I get a bit lucky also, and hope to. Let's see. They're going to have to get rid of a card, a land. Yeah, it's card disadvantage for me, right? But I could get them. And I'm getting rid of Cabal, but I don't think it's relevant right now. Oh yeah, I can't play another line. I do have my Wasteland to follow up if I need that. Okay. Of course, they are a blue deck. They would have had something like that. So I still think it's show and tell, right? That's what I'm going for right now. Yep, and they're playing that, so that feels more like show and tell every second. So you're saying, okay, well, we're going to continue doing this type thing. Yeah, and we can see what we're going to do. They can keep bouncing things and drawing cards. Oh, they don't have a land, so we need a green land now. Nope, no green land. We definitely need a land now. Oh, they got another land. Okay. Now we need a land. Okay, land. I wonder if they play Stifle. No, they don't. Okay, but we would have done that anyways, right? So I think what we're doing is assuming that they're not playing anything else that's really tricky. We're going to get rid of that so they can't keep drawing cards. And then we might smallpox them depending on the situation. Okay, another impulse. What would I like now? I mean, doing a loam this turn isn't the worst thing that I've thought about doing. Oh yeah, I think I do that. Because I can Wasteland the Caracas, right? Yeah, I think that's the right play. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to get 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they could get rid of it. They could force it. But if they force it, again, it's a 2 for 1. Force of will. Just force of will, which is probably not the worst thing that we've ever faced in our life. But I wonder, it does seem like show and tell to me. I'm not 100% sure, but we're definitely going for more loaming. Scries 2 and then just draws a card. That's fine. We're still going to go for loam. I wonder what they could have drawn that would really cause an issue for me. Okay. Next turn we're going to smallpox them, or well, it depends. Like depends what comes up, obviously. But I think we're going to smallpox them. I mean, if they try to drop in a Grizzlebrand or an Emrakul, they can draw 7 cards, but they've used a lot of force and all that. They'll probably find something, but we could just smallpox it. That's a play. I haven't seen that it's show and tell, but to me, everything points towards that, so I'm not entirely sure. A ponder, which means I don't think they can drop a show and tell in now. Ancient Tomb, Lotus Petal, Seagate thing. I wonder if I just have to loam here. Do I just loam? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go for double wasteland this time. And I don't think they run any creatures, so I'm not going for anything else. They're probably waiting for a double land so that they can cast their show and tell. Is that what they're waiting for? So next turn, I really should be going for smallpox, right? Yeah. Guess I can cancel that. Or broke. Not the greatest. Not the greatest one, I have to say. But still, we can go for the combo very soon. I think we have to go for this and just try to lock this game away and say, hey, we think you're going to lose. Okay. Yeah, we thought they were going to lose. They did lose. We locked them out. I think we got probably pretty lucky there. I guess the problem is that I'm not entirely sure what I'm playing against. Based on what I saw, I'm saying that it's a blue-white version of show and tell, which I'm definitely not against any version of show and tell. I'm not favored. They seem a bit slower, and they weren't running Ancient Tomb. They were running Crystal Vein, or maybe a split or something like that. Which I'm guess is to combat maybe faster decks. I'm not sure. I think they might look to go for, really quick win. A very quick win, like go off, which the plan against that, as I've said before, is try to get to 2 mana, have a land in hand, never cast Trinisphere, drop it off from show and tell while they have omniscience in play. Then they can cast spells, untap, cast Golgari Charm, and beat him that way. It's a ridiculous play, but I've done it quite a few times, and it seems to work. So I think I want to bring in Sorcerer Spyglass and Golgari Charm. I think that's what I'm bringing in. What is not that great? I mean, they probably have those quite a few planeswalkers. We saw Teferi. Maybe they run some other pesky permanent. We're keeping Abrupt Decay in. Smallpox proved its worth just now. Last Hope is way too slow. Trinisphere is probably too slow since they run soul lands, although we can kind of well do the prison, I guess. the prison thing with this deck. We can try to lock them out, but I don't know if that's that good. A Bajuka Bog, not that good. I don't think it's relevant at all. So we're taking that out, and then we have one more to take out. Living Wish is okay. Sylvan Library is okay. Abrupt Decay. Sylvan Library is really good. I guess they're not putting any pressure, right? Do I take out a Chalice, a Trinisphere, of Vraska? Vraska seems really slow. But if it does resolve, it might win me the game. They run a lot of non-basic from what I saw. Okay, I'm just going with that. That seems slow. We're fighting for our life here in the beginning. So let's see how that goes. The Double Chalice isn't, well, it's not good at all. I didn't see any Lotus Petals, and I saw quite a few cards there. I guess, would a turn, like if they went for turn 1 that, and then turn 2 another land, and then turn 3 they went Show and Tell. I drop in, let's say, a land, and then they cast Cunning Wish, and in response I cast Golgari Charm. But I can't apply any other pressure. Like there's no him, there's nothing here. I'm mulliganing this. I don't think it's that good. This is ridiculous. Against the right deck, it would be really good. I think I have to mulligan it again though, because I don't see a future in this hand. I can go for the combo, but is turn 4, 5. I can't even cast the Liliana. That's the worst part. Is turn 4 good enough? And bear in mind that I probably can't cast any spell that I'm drawing. If there was an Orborg here, and I could say, hey, I'm doing it on turn 3, probably not. I'm going to mulligan again, I think. Okay, acceleration, combo, some decent lands. Not great. Not great, obviously, because we can't. I think I'm keeping it, but I have to put 2 cards down, right? So playing Liliana actually when they're on 6 cards, or playing Smallpox is probably really good. So I think I'm doing something wonky, like getting rid of 2 lands and hoping I draw a land. Or do I get rid of land and Liliana and just cast Smallpox, hope for the best, go in on that? But Smallpox followed by Liliana, or Liliana, and then Smallpox is good. And I can kind of forget about the combo. I think the combo is too slow. So I'm getting rid of Adepts. It doesn't make any mana. And I'm definitely keeping Verdant. I'm thinking about the Forest. I don't think it can resolve exactly Liliana. You know what? I'm going to hope that I draw into something. Yeah, I hope I draw into something. And this is the way I'm going to do it. It's a tough one. Yeah, I'm not sure what the right play there is. I guess I could go Lotus Petal, just win. That would be funny after all this, like thinking about it. Let's see. The good thing with these games is I think we have plenty of time if we're playing against a combo deck, which we must be playing against a combo deck. One thing that I didn't think about that much is maybe Mentor could be somewhere in there. It seems like one of those cards that deck would run. That wasn't what I wanted. So now the question is, do I go for the Smallpox? Their preordain, they put 2 at the bottom and they drew a card. I'm not going to have any black mana if I go for that. So I think I'm going to start on Thespian Stage, pass, and then try to go next turn on that. But let's see. That Mox Diamond draw is probably the worst thing. Like a hymn would have been obviously the best thing. But yeah. Well, let's see. Let's see. We're still in this. I'm always like, this is the thing that I can't judge very well with when I play against Show and Tell or Black-Red Reanimator. Probably less against Black-Red because they always have it. Against Show and Tell is that, yeah, I don't know when they're about to go off. Now, obviously, they're not going to go off because they've already done that. Okay, they played it on tap, which to me means, well, it means Spell Pierce. Now this is not a great draw, I feel. It's better than nothing, I'm guessing. Do I play around? I can play around Days. Let's see. No, they didn't counter it. Okay. I think I'll play around Days and play the Smallpox. I think I have to do something here because right now they're going to get to 3 lands, and 3 lands can mean a host of things. Flusterstorm, okay. Yeah, Spell Pierce, Flusterstorm. Like, I was expecting something along those lines. Do I pay for Flusterstorm? No, I can't pay for it. Yeah, we're passing to them. They're casting Impulse, okay. And they play another land. Okay, so they've got a bunch of things there. They also have 1 mana up. And we need to draw something here. We need to draw something, ideally not that. Yeah, ideally not that. So I don't think this is going to cut it, probably. Let's play our land, pretend like we have something, and pass on to them. And maybe we can do something. I'm going to say probably not, but yeah, they have the 3 mana that they need. I feel this is unlikely. Now, if we had a Trinisphere in hand, that would be great, because I would put that Trinisphere in off of the Show and Tell, for example. We're not going to put anything in. We're just going to let them do their thing. So if I had put Trinisphere in now, I would be drawing to Golgari Charm probably, right? No, I don't want to put anything in. Yeah, I would be drawing to Golgari Charm, so that's what would have happened. They're going to cast Impulse. Hopefully they don't find anything, but that seems like the unlikeliest thing in the world. Rest in peace. That's not really something that onerous now. Cunning Wish. Okay, let's just let them do their thing. We have plenty of time. It's shared summons, right? Which they put them to your hand, and then they cast both of them, and then we're just going to concede. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. All right. So yeah. That's okay. I think we knew that they were playing show and tell. That's why I think I should have kept that in probably and changed it that way. There isn't really anything we can do against this matchup. We have Sorcerer's Spyglass. It's not that good. It's against Grizzlebrand, right? So if they try to put Grizzlebrand in, at least we stop them in some way, and also we can see their hand. We have Golgari Charm against that specific line of Cunning Wish into something, into shared summons. And yeah, that's all we can do really. There's nothing. There's nothing else we can do. Can we look at shared summons? No, we can't look at it. Okay. Anyways, I think this is going to be as good as the deck is going to get. We have our plan. It's a bit terrible, to be honest, but we have our plan. I think we're just going to go for it and hope for the best. And hopefully we don't mulligan and we draw something pretty decent, like a hymn, turn one. Um, Yikes, this is an instant mulligan. A hymn, turn one, a loam in the hand. We're getting rid of one of the Mox Diamonds. Yeah, I'd say I can. Yeah, they've mulliganed also. So I'm going to keep this. Yeah, and put that at the bottom. And then I'm going to hope to go for a hymn, turn one, right? Let's see. And if they don't have any way to actually do anything against that, that should be interesting. So let's play our Bayou. Let's cast our Mox Diamond. Get rid of that, and let's just hymn them and see what happens. At least we might even 2-for-1 them, just a normal 2-for-1 with force or a 2-for-1 with him. So both of them I think are decent. Prefer the random one, obviously. Okay. All right. Another land would be nice here because then we know we can discard loam and have our land and go from there. Okay. Okay, we're just going to do that. We might get rest in peace next turn, but we don't rely like fully on the graveyard. So it's not like it's an 100% thing for them. Preordain, I hope they bought them both. We can always hope. Oh, they got rid of a kind of land almost. Okay. No, they scryed 2 and they drew. Okay. Do I loam now? I think so. Getting a few more lands would be nice. Oh, okay. That's not bad. It's not great. But it's not bad. Yeah, I think I'm just going for that. And getting rid of loam, getting rid of wasteland, and I'll just get him back next turn and go from there. And then I have another small box for another just basic that they have. So I could see this working. Yeah, let's see. Another hymn would be really nice. But I don't think I'm going to draw anything. Okay, that's interesting. So marshlands, wasteland, wasteland. Okay. So we're going to go for this. We're going to fetch for Bayou next turn, so we have our stuff. They're getting a basic. They're casting Preordain. They drew a card. Put one card up, one down. Okay. We're not going to loam. We're just going to draw and hope for the best. That is a card and a half, I have to say. That's a good card. So we fetch. Do we deploy this next turn and just play it really slow? Like really slow. Like, we've got all the time in the world. Slow. Maybe we do. Maybe we do have all the time in the world. Okay. So they would have forced that. Okay. So yeah, we can pass. They're going to play another land, and then we can tick up, I think. But assuming that they won't have another force, we can just play our Liliana tick up, and then hopefully draw him, and just completely send them out of this game. They shuffle, they draw. Okay, we're drawing also. We're not loaming. Spyglass, so we can play around something. Oh, that's really neat. I think I'm just going to do it this way. Okay, rest in peace. So we're naming Grizzlebrand, obviously. Okay. Okay, I think we're in a great place. Even if they play rest in peace, we've got 5 lands. We don't care, right? We don't care. So we're naming Grizzlebrand here. And we have a solution to Grizzlebrand in our hand. So I feel pretty good here. I feel like we might get a win against show and tell, but this isn't the typical show and tell. That's the thing we have to remember. This is the atypical show and tell. That I wish we draw a Sylvan Library also. Come on, Sylvan. Okay. All right. Let's get that also. Let's tick up. I mean, they can keep show and tell and Grizzlebrand, but the thing is that I'm just gonna cause them to get rid of it. Nope, we're not doing that. Dark Depths, that's interesting. Yeah. Should I be loaming to find the combo now? I have one part of the combo. Maybe not. Oh, they got a ponder. So if they play land, then they have fewer cards in hand. So any him really destroys them. It really causes huge issues for them. Okay. All right. I could ultimate there. I mean, I'm not. Well, if I get a him, I'm not ultimating. But I could ultimate there and just. Okay. Usually I would never cast this, by the way. Like this is like a not. Usually I would never cast this, but this time I am gonna cast it because I know that if they 2-for-1 themselves, then they lose all their cards. There is a chance. Okay. Rest in peace for 3. Yeah, sure. I mean, this is a bit of a very weird one for me, at least. That they're doing this. I don't understand what they're. I mean, yeah, they get that. They got that. Okay. But uh, um, yeah. I mean, eventually we draw into that. Okay, we got a good win here. We locked them out really, really too much, and they knew that eventually we would draw a. I mean, pretty much anything. We would draw a Thespian, we would draw a Living Wish. They couldn't. We had a defense grid up. They didn't have lands. Liliana ticking up would always split their permanents, or another smallpox, or they couldn't keep cards in their hand. I mean, they were not hard locked, but it was close. It was very close. All right, let's head into the next one immediately. We're 3-1. Pretty good. We got a rare win against show and tell, but not the normal version. I feel the normal version that's slightly faster is probably better against us. And now we're playing against Seric Canella. And we've got a hand here. We've got a turn one play that could be Sylvan, Chalice, Living Wish probably not, or Abrupt Decay. I'm keeping this. This seems like a really good hand. Um, yeah, Wasteland probably creates issues for us, but they mulligan to 5. Okay, so maybe a Chalice on 1 would be good. Or we just lose immediately because they're playing Oops All Spells or something else. If they're playing Oops All Spells, do I play Chalice on 0 is the question. Snow-covered forest, green sun. To me, this seems kind of like elfy, but yeah. I would love something to kill Dryad Arbor, but I don't have anything. I guess the best thing I can do is I can't Abrupt Decay it, or else I would. Believe me. Believe me, I would. I can just go for a Chalice on 1, just to cut off a few things, follow it with a Sylvan Library, or I could aim to go with a Sylvan Library immediately. I think a Chalice on 1 is probably the better of all these things. Um, and yeah, we can just go straight for that. What do I get rid of? Cavil Pit is good later, but it's good much later, so I'm getting rid of it like that. What if they have that new elf, I guess, is the problem. Well, we'll kill it with Abrupt Decay and hope for the best. At least they can't cast Glimpse unless they have that elf, right? Anyways, let's see. If they're elves, that's another if. But yeah, we'll see. Nope, Gaia's Cradle. That's threatening. Elvish Visionary. Okay, so it is elves. And it's pretty concerning because they have a board presence. They have Gaia's Cradle, and they can definitely get a bunch of things. Now the problem is that I can't cast Sylvan. They can do next turn 2 mana, 3, 4, get Natural Order, maybe for Progenitus or for something like that. They have a lot of mana. What can I do? I think I have to go for Sylvan just to find something really relevant the next turn, right? A Wasteland and a Smallpox or something like that. I think it's not great, this situation that I'm in, by the way. But I think I'm going for that. I'm passing. I'm hoping that they don't have it. What if they did attack with, yeah, with something? With what is it called? Crater Hoof, right? Yeah, I should know this. Yeah, if they did attack with that, it would do a lot of damage. It wouldn't kill me, obviously, but it would be a big threat. If they can play one more creature and do it, it has to be a 2-drop, or it has to be that new elf. Yeah. Or a Reclamation Sage. I mean, if they waste the turn to cast Reclamation Sage on Chalice, I'm actually happy. Yeah, I think that's an okay result for me. It could get much worse here. We could just lose the game. They're very explosive, but we do have supposedly a great sideboard against them. Golgari Charm and Toxic Deluge. And this is one of the decks and the main reason we put those in the sideboard. So hopefully they work well against them. Okay. But I would really like to see Wasteland into a Smallpox on top of the deck. That would just be great. That would be so good. Four for Green Sun for, oh no, for a Natural Order, maybe. Get rid of Dryad Arbor. Maybe. But that gives us quite a few turns to find a solution, I think. Maybe they go for it. Maybe they don't. Maybe they're having second thoughts or third thoughts even. But if they get rid of the Dryad Arbor, then they won't have that much mana. Okay, if they have a Progenitus, we still have outs, right? We still have outs. If they have a Archon of Valor's Reach, yikes, okay. What would they cast? Enchantment. That's weird, because that has nothing to do with anything that we're doing. I think they've mistaken us for a different deck, maybe. Okay, so we have a few turns. We basically have 3 to 4 turns, and we have a Sylvan Library in play. So it's not great, but it's not the worst situation I've ever been in. Yeah. It's not what we wanted to see. We want a Smallpox. Last Hope. Last Hope and Trinisphere. So yeah, let's have a look at our sideboard actually quickly. We can get our Thespian stage. We can go for our Dark Depths, right? So I think we're just gonna straight up go for that. We're gonna pay 4 so that they can only cast 1 spell per turn, or not. If we had played the Ouroborg, we could have. No, we're not. We're not gonna. We're just gonna put this on top of Library. We're gonna play that one. We're going to cast that. And we're going to get a Thespian stage. And we're going to hope for the best, right? I think what causes it, like if they have another Natural Lord and then they can attack, even that I feel is not enough. And I don't think they have a way to get rid of anything else. Maybe I should have played the Ouroborg. No, I shouldn't have played the Ouroborg first. We're getting our Thespian stage. We're passing. And I think we're in an okay position. They can still cast a lot of spells. They can still try to go off. They can cast it once upon a time. But we're going to get a 2020 next turn. And I feel game 1, what do they have against that? I don't think they're going to run another Dryad Arbor, okay? They can attack. That's fine. No, we're not going to do any of this. We don't care about this. We don't care about this. We're going to play that. So the big question now is, yeah, they're going to block with this one next turn, right? They're not going to attack. They're going to block with it. We're going to make a 2020, and then we're going to play Abrupt Decay and Liliana's Last Hope on that. And we're going to kind of cut all their cards down, if we can survive one more turn, which I feel we can, but they don't play Wasteland. I feel that's completely out there. Crop rotation for Caracas, I've seen weirder things. I have seen weirder things. Green Sun for 1, what could this be? Can they bounce this? No, it's not a, this is not an elf. I'm just going to do this right now. I don't think they have anything. Greenson for 1. Um, it could be the magical elf that allows them to cast things through Chalice of the Void, and then they can glimpse off. I don't think they have anything. Let's see what it is. Because if they can glimpse off, yeah, let's sort of separate, right? Okay. I wish I could. So now we're kind of in danger, but what I could do is hit that and wait another turn to make a 20/20. I do take a bit more damage, but I think it's the right choice. Yeah. They can now attack me for 6, but I'm at 13. Well, still, a natural order next turn kills me, right? So it's not like I'm not out of any woods here. I'm in a precarious situation still, and they are playing a really, really good deck that can kill me at any step of the way. So I'm just going to do it this way. Put on top of the library, put on top of the library. I'm going to cut down their mana this time around, like that. And I have 2 more left to activate Thespian Stage, right? So I do the Dried Arbor, definitely. Like that's without doubt here. And then I don't think they have any way to bounce. I'm just going to do this here so I don't forget it. I'm going to keep the Thespian Stage, get a 20/20. And I don't think they have any way to bounce. So what could I expect them to play here to win? They can't overload the board because Liliana will take care of that next turn. They don't have that much mana. Yeah, they're out. Okay. So they mulliganed to 5 and it was still a really close game. That shows kind of the power of that deck. But I feel like maybe we can get something done with this. Chalice isn't that good anymore. Vraska's way too slow. Abrupt Decay isn't that great against that deck. It's targeted removal against one specific thing, but it's just not that great. Living Wish is probably too slow. Trinisphere is probably too slow. Everything is probably too slow. Recurring Lands is probably too slow. So I'd rather keep in Trinisphere than Crucible. And I'll keep in Loam in case the Cabal Pit is not bad. Obviously, it's better with Crucible than Loam. But yeah, it's not bad. They're not going to hit my lands. Chalice is good if they don't have that little pesky elf. If they don't have the little pesky elf, it's pretty good. I think this is what I'm going for. This is my final thing. Submit the deck. Let's go. We're on the draw again. We need a Mox Diamond. We have a Mox Diamond. We have a Hymn to Turak. We have a Chalice on 1. We're keeping this. And we're going to draw Smallpox. Straight off the top, by the way. What is this? Wirewood. Okay, Wirewood is pretty good, I've heard. But Smallpox off the top will take care of that, don't worry. Oh, wow. Well, you know, I've always said it. I'd rather be lucky than good. And I think I'm sticking to that. Okay, I'm getting rid of Wasteland. Yeah, they might have something better there, but that's okay. I'm going to play that. I'm going to play my Smallpox. I can always recur my wasteland. And I'll get rid of Loam, and then I'm going to look to cast Chalice next turn. Yep, get rid of Loam. Get rid of my land. My one pesky land. Okay. It's really good. We're up a mana source, and we're hoping to dodge Collector Roof. But yeah, let's see. Okay, they don't cast anything. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Do I just do a quick loam now just to get my mana up to speed, or do I cancel that? Well, I think I'll cancel because I'm going to do other things this turn anyways. Yeah, okay. Bayou, of course, they're not playing anything that interesting. I wonder if it's him now because they don't have any one drops, or are they trying to cast like Glimpse and then something else just to get something, right? I think they might do that. A Collector Roof would be pretty bad for us, but hopefully we draw another land and then we loam. That'll be our out to that. Let's see. But they can cast Allosaurus through that, but they can't cast Glimpse in Allosaurus. They have to cast Allosaurus. Oh, they have a Gaia's Cradle. Okay. Well, then if they don't play Collector Roof this turn, we're definitely going to Wasteland something, right? We're going to Wasteland next turn and hope for the best, yeah. Trinisphere, well, it wouldn't be that great right now, but okay. Yeah, they might have drawn their one of Collector Roof. It's not impossible, I guess. Green Sun for 1, okay. Allosaurus Shepherd, all right. I mean, now the question is for us, do we... I think I don't do this. I can try to hymn them, just straight up hymn them and see what happens and maybe draw a kill spell of some sort. Okay. I think I have to hymn them straight up. This will give me some time, and then I'm definitely going to be loaming next turn, hopefully. Natural Order and Winch of the Teeth are gone. Okay. They only have 2 cards, so a Cradle, and hopefully not a Natural Order, but okay. They're attacking with both. I'm hoping for, oh, damn it. Was that Last Hope? The Last Hope. Oh, that was bad. Okay, let's just get some good lands back. We'll get Ouroboros also. We'll pay some mana. Want to stick to the law of the game, pay mana for things. Now, what do we hit? I'm kind of thinking the Dryad Arbor provides quite a bit. It provides the Cradle, it provides mana on its own, it provides a bunch of things. Cradle obviously provides the most mana, but if we got the Cradle, they can cast a 1-drop and then another 1-drop, right? So that probably makes the most sense, actually. Okay. Yeah, we leave them down to 2 mana. We've secured our mana also. And they only have non-basic, so just wastelanding them will be pretty good. And we can always draw an extra card with Nurturing Peatland at some point. Nope. Oh, no, they can't do that. Damn it. Well, yeah. If they have Quarian Ranger, it would be really bad. Elvish Reclaimer, okay. That's not the worst thing I've seen. And they now have a 1/2, okay. Do I keep drawing now, is a question. Or do I, because they're hitting me for 2. Do I loam and just go for, I could just go for the combo with the loam, right? I don't mind. Yeah, maybe just loaming and going for the combo is the way to go. Or I can draw one and then draw another one. Although it won't allow me to cast anything. Oh, well, it could with Mox Diamond. Yeah, that could be something. I think I'm going to draw. Okay. Well, I've always said it. Yeah, Reclaimer. Reclaimer isn't going to be a good one for this because I would suspect that they do have the they do have a Caracas in their deck, right? On the other hand, they might only have a Bajuka Bog and not a Caracas. They would bring in a Caracas, I believe. So maybe we try to build out our mana by playing that. And then we draw end of turn and then hope to go from there. I don't know. Like, I feel like this Reclaimer is a big trap for me. Another Dryad Arbor, probably. I would like to draw something that just wipes the board. That would be my dream here. They have a 3-turn clock or 2-turn clock, probably. So it's a pretty serious situation. This comes into play tapped, right? Yeah. Oh, it comes into play tapped. Oh, man. I should, yeah. Yeah. Now they can do it end of turn. I should have thought about this. I should have read the card, actually, and known that it's not a Knight of the Reliquary. I always equate it to Knight. So that may have cost us the game, but let's see. If they tap it though and attack, then I'm simply drawing end of turn, dropping Thespian Sage, just going for a 20/20. So that's not a bad call. They might think that I have crop rotation though, so they might not tap it, which will lessen their clock. Okay. Okay. They could have crop rotation actually. Do I loam here? No, I'm not gonna loam. Trinisphere is not good. Oh, but I have Chalice, so I'm not afraid of crop. Yeah. Green Sun for 1. For another Reclaimer. Cowbell Pit is not that good. So I'm going for 20/20. They have 1, 2, 3, and then 6. So 6, 7, 8, 9. So they have the 9. I'm going to play this. I'm going to go for my 20/20. They can't get the Caracas, as we've learned recently. And the only thing that they can get now is 3 mana. No, I think they're done for. I think I have exactly the right solution to whatever they have. What else can I do to de-risk myself? I'm going to cast this. I don't know why. Get rid of that. Pass to them. What if they draw Caracas off the top or Wasteland off the top? Yeah, then we've lost the game. But you know, we always live in this. So Wasteland off the top, would they run just a random Wasteland in their deck? Or let's just read this again. Sacrifice a land, search your library for a land card, and put it into the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. That doesn't do anything. This one, every elf becomes a 5/5 if they use that, but they have to draw a cradle to use that. They don't have a cradle. So if they draw a cradle off the top, they win. Yeah, if they draw a cradle off the top or a wasteland off the top, but I don't think they can get rid of this. So no, a wasteland they won't because I'm doing this, right? So I'm doing this already. So they can't draw a wasteland. So Caracas or Cradle, right? Caracas or Cradle. Well, I'm going to say good luck to everyone. Good luck, have fun. Caracas or Cradle. Oh boy. I don't know what to say anymore. That was, there's something in the chat. Yeah. Yeah, they got this one. So I made a mistake there doing that. So that was me losing the game earlier, but you know they got to the top deck there. They had live cards, and yeah, they were live. So you know they could have won that one. Is it lucky? I don't know. They had 3 of them in the deck and a Caracas, so 4 outs. Maybe it's a bit lucky. Let's see. Let's submit the deck and go to the next one before we think about it too much. And you have to laugh or you're going to cry, probably. It's one of those situations. Yeah, they run many non-basics, although I would expect them to run 3 basics based off of the latest lists I have seen. 3 forests. Yeah. I will be on the play. Right. This is just a straight up combo, right? I think I'm keeping this and just going straight up for the combo. Yeah. Cast. Next turn Liliana and kill whatever they have, and the turn after that combo off and take up Liliana. I think that might be enough for me to win this, but it's kind of hard to say. They could have Caracas in hand, of course, and cause issues for us. But yeah, I think they got an Elvish Visionary. Okay. Okay, it's probably going to be a basic into mana dork, I would expect. If it's into the Elvish Reclaimer, or whatever the Knight of the Reliquary Elf, as I call it, then we will kill it with Liliana and go from there, which is really good for us, actually. I don't think they have it. Well, whatever it is, I'm killing it. Like that's happening. Just deal with it, everybody. Whatever it is, it's dying. Okay. Or not. Because they can't cast anything next turn, right? So I can just keep going for my plan. And if they don't play, yeah, yeah, I can keep going with that. So if they don't have 3 lands in hand, they're in trouble. They'll probably have like a cradle or something like that. Oh, dried arbor, okay. Hmm. So if they don't have Caracas in hand, they're in trouble. And they can't tap out to cast anything also. If they do play Caracas, then I'm hitting the Wirewood Symbiote, and then I'm untapping and I'm hitting the Dried Arbor. This seems like a really good, approach to this whole thing. Okay, Cradle. Oh, yeah, that could be pretty good. Okay, they've already used that. I think they're drawing a card and they only have 1 mana in play and they can't play another land. I think I've won this game. I can't see, based on my limited knowledge of elves, I cannot see a way that they're winning this. Something to bounce. What would it, like a bounce spell through Trinisphere? No, this is impossible, right? Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna leave it for end of turn. I don't. I'll take 2 damage. Okay, let's get a 20/20. Okay. Yeah, I mean we got a bit lucky there, right? Also, we got a bit unlucky in the second game. They did top deck us really well, but equally I misplayed there because I should have known what Reclaimer does. But this is the way it goes. You lose one time and you're like, oh damn it, I should have known that, and then you kind of go from there. 4-1, decent, very decent showing, like really good actually for the deck. We've got some goodies here. I'm going to immediately sell the chests. I know they're open any chests and go with that. Let's have a look at 4 wins, 1 loss. Where's that actual thing? Okay. So going in reverse order, we beat Elves, which we usually lose to, but now I think overall I have a 2-2 record online against Elves. We beat Show and Tell, the white version, which is probably better against other decks, but not ours. It seems a bit slow. And then these are the matches I played yesterday. Mono Black Aggro was the one we beat at the end. We got a bit lucky, I think, there with the Bajuka Bog and drawing into the combo. Although this is why we run more copies of the combo now. We beat DNT in some really close games. Those were actually really good games. We locked them out completely. Game 1, game 2, they locked us out. In game 3, it was a grind fest. And then Doomsday really destroyed us. We were in it in game 2. We just had to top deck. I think it was 7 outs or 8 outs. Like any wasteland, any smallpox would have done it. Maybe a hymn. Well, no, we had a hymn. Maybe, yeah, wasteland, smallpox, Trinisphere would have done it, I think. So we had some outs, but it didn't go that well. Well, good showing, I think, again. Thanks for watching and see you next week.